Alrighty, good morning. Happy Monday. I think it's the 9th. Is that right? Is it the 9th? Whatever it is. It's the 9th. Happy Monday. Back in the gym last week, recap. Wow, we had the inverter rows, all those things last Monday. The Wednesday, we did workout number 2 behind me, the shoulders and all that work and exertion, whether you had cardio, legs, or exertion. Friday, we did the chest, stiff leggeds. I hope you felt those things, even though the numbers have been kind of low. Anyhow, blah, 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 blah. Let's get to work. We have our 10 standing scissors, 10 standing runners, 10 Jack LaLannes, 10 on your agility, and then lay down and do 10 on your abs. I know I'm giving you general words, right? 10 standing scissors, dynamic lengthening, 10 standing runners, dynamic mobility, 10 Jack LaLannes, dynamic flexibility, then 10 agility, something short, something sweet, something quiet, and you're gonna lay on the ground and you're gonna do 10 abs. Notice my volume? And you're gonna do that times 3. 10 standing scissors, 10 standing runners, 10 Jack LaLannes, 10 agility, 10 abs, and you're gonna do that times 3. Now it's not that I want you to go super fast, right? Dynamic lengthening on your standing scissor, dynamic mobility on your standing runner, dynamic flexibility on your Jack LaLannes. Agility is something short, something sweet, something quiet, something quick. And then you're gonna have your 10 abs. Sit-ups, reverse crunches, V-ups, toe touches, scissors, runner, any abs. That's 50 reps per round, and you're gonna do it times 3. 150 total movements. It's gonna feel like it's less and quicker because it is quicker, but it's not less. Not bad, huh? Good luck. Yeah. Good morning. Work hard, play hard. Any words of advice for Kavita as she finishes this off?
She's got it. She won't complain nearly as much as I did.
That's leaving it pretty open. Motion. You notice the combo you're doing is hard. It is not easy. You miss me? Oh, haven't you guys go down there again? The whole week, was it? Well, I say that only because I had a stretch there. We're doing it a couple times. All right, I love it. I love it again. Numerically, it's right in the middle between the 120 and 180 movements that we've done so many times. The standing scissors, the dynamic lengthening, personally, one of my favorites. Standing runners, dynamic mobility, it's good. Don't lose motion, don't knee yourself in the nose. Jack LaLanne's dynamic flexibility, great thing to get all those posterior muscles stretched. Agility, short, sweet, quiet, heart rate pumping, impact, load, all those wonderful things. And then 10 abs. 3 rounds to stimulate the mind, the body, the brain on this Monday morning. Plenty of work to be done. What are you getting? 10. It's hard. Very, very, very hard. And JP, as you finish off your warm-up, let me know if you want number 1 or number 2 today. When I'm on site, I'm here to get other adjustments to it. These are great workouts I could have done last week. I gave them online on Wednesday, Friday. 2 is shoulders that I can read, but plenty of cardio. What you don't see in there is the other thing that's inside there. The number 1 is chest and hamstrings, glutes, back and quad legs, and triceps, and so just to start one. Remember, there's many other things that we're going to do on there that you don't see written. All right, make sure you guys get through this warm-up with your mindset of being ready to go. Right, today's focus is moving that body. You got dynamic flexibility on your Jack LaLanne's, dynamic mobility on your standing runners, and dynamic lengthening on your standing scissors. You got a little movement, a little impact, a little load, a little quick, a little heart rate on the agility. And you got the abs, making sure your spine and core, for the most part, are ready to move and work 3 rounds. As you finish up the warm-up, get your space ready for pushing. I would like you to pick one muscle, whether it's chest, whether it's shoulders, whether it's triceps, if you want to maximize that muscle. However, if you want to diversify between chest, shoulders, triceps, you can, but circuit 1 is pushing, and later on, circuit 2 will be pulling. So if you want to do chest, get your chest ready for push-ups or dumbbell chest press or bar chest press. If you want to do shoulders, get your space and equipment ready for your shoulders pushing. You got triceps pushing. Again, get your equipment and space ready. I do prefer you do one muscle. However, it's okay if you do mix it up. Not mandatory. Remember, I don't want you to get 12, right? 8, 12 is a rep range. Alrighty. I want you to move that body. Your pushing is going to be 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. We've done those numbers a million times. Remember, 30 and 25 aren't meant to be light and quick. They're meant to be hard and challenging and durational. And as the reps decrease, your load should increase, whether it's physical, weight, or time. Your pushing is going to be 30 down by 5, whether it's chest, shoulders, or triceps. Your quad-focused dynamic legs, I do want to narrow the window down to either narrow squats, stationary forward lunges, or low, heavy step-ups. Your quad-focused dynamic legs, that's why it eliminates your iso quads, is always going to be 20. We'll have a transition round after the 5. So in some ways, it's kind of like what we did last week. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Pushing, whether you choose chest, shoulders, or triceps. Your quad-focused dynamic legs, either stationary forward lunges, narrow squats, or low, heavy step-ups. They're always going to be 20. I want a little bit of pace, right? I want a little bit of intensity. I want a little bit of focus. I want a lot of load and a lot of motion. Deal? All right. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, pushing. Always 20 quad, focused, dynamic legs. Narrow squats, stationary forward lunges, low, heavy step-ups. I want everything loaded and everything motion and huge. Nothing is light, nothing is easy. All right. What do I think? You like kettlebell, stiff like everything else, or you like dumbbell, stiff like everything else? shoulder blade mobility, please. As a warm-up set, so we can turn that weight a little bit. Your chest to be 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Big, slow, steady, smooth, consistent. For 6 sets, your stiff-legged RDLs is always both hands, both legs. Round 1 is kind of light. I go with the back, I want the butt. Round 2 is a little heavier. I want your butt back. Round 3 is a little heavier. Round 4 is a little heavier. Round 5 could potentially be a little heavier too. You've got 5 sets of 10 stiff-legged RDLs. What you don't see on here is lots of other things too. This is 5, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Always 10 stiff-legged RDLs. Today is heavy, today is slow, today is steady. I love that workout. That's why I wrote it, but I also wrote it. We gave it online last week, and maybe people did it in here. Right, Kavita? All right, remember, I don't give these workouts just to leave you alone. That is not the idea. I want simple. I don't want you to think very much. I want a lot of weight. I want you to focus on having high load, high motion, high focus. And right now you're pushing, whether it's chest, whether it's shoulders, whether it's triceps, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Your quad-focused dynamic legs, narrow squats, stationary forward lunges, low, heavy step-ups. Remember, dynamic legs means multi-joint motion, multi-muscle activation, and that's why I say quad-focused, even though you are getting other muscles too. Always 20. Animal, you are an absolute beast. Normal full week. Let's have a good one. What are you up to? You moved? Who did you move to?
North Rose Hill.
Oh, did you really? I don't know. Were you already in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I was in grass lawn, right?
That's right, that's right. So, a couple blocks.
10 minutes to be there.
Oh, nice. I'm 7 from Bridle Trails.
Yeah.
All right, so you're focusing. This is meant to be slow, steady, heavy, consistent, boring, smooth. Just a bunch of work. Now, Rob, if we are going to go lower, that would be the ground push-up. Remember, this isn't meant to be, hey, we're doing a push-up challenge. Motion. Maybe we go that higher. I saw that too. You would not be the first. For some people, the 5th set is the last set based on the field. For others, they did the 6th set. Not mandatory to say you do a set. If you do have time, there's one more different calf and glute combo. Similar but different. Sure, how's that sound? Easy? All right? All right. What's easy? Good. Now, I love what you're doing. You can change the width of the feet as you wish. Stiff-legged RDLs are always both hands, both feet. Hamstrings, glutes, posture. Good lower back. city man, you're in Hawaii, Rob is slaving away at home. Like, literally. Now when you get done, Rob, you're going to move on to the next part. It's 25 hip bridges. So you can see it on the ground with that ball on your hips. And I'll have a straight leg count behind you by the time you get there.
I would go to Hawaii now.
You don't want to? What do you want to watch? I've been to this guy for a while.
Let's see. Everybody's there. They have these arrows. They limit the number of people who are carbs.
I didn't even know. It's not that I don't know Hawaii. It's just always been so much more expensive versus Mexico. I think that's why I was.
No, I do. Yeah. I'm not sure why it's more than the most places.
Yeah. That's sad. You love Hawaii.
Oh, that's why I did it before everybody else. It wasn't a secret what was going to happen.
That's true. Take your time, you're under 4. Right, let's go 6, right? 6. Alrighty, checking up on you again. Numerically, you definitely should still be in the circuit. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 is 105 total pushes. And if I got my wish, you started heavy, you started tough. Quad focused dynamic legs, they don't take very long, but don't lose motion. Trying to increase load, narrow squats, stationary forward lunges, low heavy step ups. Again, numerically, it's a lot of work. When you do get done with your 5 though, we do have a little thing to stimulate your mind, body, and soul before we go to the other part of this workout. I'll tell you about that in a second. 30 down by 5 on the push. Always 20 on the quad focused legs. Yeah, oh, got it. Wow, so 25 hip bridge. I'll have a straight legged calf and 25 straight legged calves. Times 2, just like earlier. Posture, that's heavier. Take your time, we have 2 bench press, maybe 2, and then you have 75 upper body abs, sit-ups, toe touches, 75, only your body moving, sit-ups, toe touches, jumps, okay? Alrighty, as we get down there, it's not that you're gonna go faster, you've got your 30 down by 5 on the push. Later on, we're gonna pull. Give your always 20 on your quad focused dynamic legs. When you get done with your 5 on your push, it's not that I'm going to go run and do it immediately. You've got 3 minutes of cardio, or you can do 150 exertions, right? 3 minutes cardio or 150 exertions, and you have 100 abs to do. What I'm looking for is stimulation. I want intensity, I want volume. Either 3 minutes of cardio or 150 exertions. And your exertions can be agility, mobility, and plyometrics. Okay? 3 minutes of cardio or 150 exertions, and you'll do 100 abs. And on your abs, you got your sit-ups, you got reverse crunches, you got V-ups, you got toe touches, You've got bigger, slower scissors, bigger, slower runners, bigger, slower iso penguins, bigger, slower windshield wipers. I want you to turn the dial up. And it's not that I want you to go faster, I just want you to turn the dial up. Either 3 minutes of cardio or 150 exertions and 100 abs. Brian, you good? Okay. Turn the dial up. And again, it's not that you're going to go faster. Your 150 exertions can yield quicker items. 3 minutes of cardio is formally timed. You're doing one of those two, and you're doing 100 abs. Sit-ups, reverse crunches, V-ups, toe touches, preferably the bigger, harder ones. Please. Hurry, the world is your oyster after that Hawaiian trip. Now, I gave workouts 1 and 2 online last week. I'm giving 3 differently now. You want. The reason I want to give them is there's so many other things that are on there when I give it to people. But if you're able to do them last week, cool, we can do one.
Yeah. I'll do what you do. Yeah.
Do you crave more cardio focus? Do you want slower, heavier? Do you want work? So shoulders pulling. And get your shoulders pulling ready. Now I'm going to have you use the treadmill. Are you comfortable getting on the treadmill safely? Right, so the rate rate's always 1 minute, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15% incline. There's 6 sets going up. You'll eventually have 6 sets going down. You go here, you go here, you go here, so another side. Okay? But I have other things on there. You just don't see them written because I'm giving this to you in person. Right? So shoulders pulling up, right rows. I'm choosing for you. You've got 8 to 12 reps on your upright rows. Do that treadmill is treadmill. And of course, my request is safely get on off the treadmill. The weight will hopefully get heavier on the upright rows, but it's a pretty lucky start. Now, but at 0%, 3%, 6%, I wouldn't mind having some speed, right? If you're uncomfortable, make sure you slow it down before you speed it back up. That will be a little heavier than you can. Robin, what are you doing? You had some hard work on that upper body machine pulling. Hard. You have a body core loaded on your hinge necks. You have your body core sit up twist. You had some glutes and calves to get out of those circuits. All right, it's checking up on you, right? There is some duration to this. 150 exertions can be durational, right? It could also be very quick if you choose quicker items. 3 minutes cardio course is formally timed.
Generational.
And when you get done with one of those things, and do 100 abs. So this takes a little time, and it's durational, not generational. Durational. All right, so I'm going to choose the lat pull downs all the way down here. We're going to go right on the leg press. And you fortunately, that's all hamstrings, glutes. The leg press is always tennis. We might have to strengthen muscle for that. But your lats are going to be 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Then you did on your chest. And leg press is always 10. Now, soon like is that you are sitting tall as you working hard. Summertime's here. Another hot week coming up. Have a good day, bud. I like it, I like it, I like it. Again, you're hopefully on those abs somewhere. When I say abs, very general term. Sit-ups, legs straight, knees bent, feet wide, feet narrow, laying on different tools. Remember, sit-ups can be diverse positions, toe touches, just do them slow, reverse crunches, V-ups, scissors and runners, all those things are great too as long as they're slow. But as you're doing this and as you get close to being done, remember, I'm not saying you should be there. We're going to be on to that pulling circuit. So you want to think about your pulling motions and pulling muscles. Chest flies is pulling, lat pullovers pulling, trap rows pulling, upright rows, shoulders, shoulder raises, those are both pulling, bicep curls pulling. Only your triceps can't pull. So as you finish up your 100 abs, please think about the pulling motions and muscles. If you want chest, chest flies. If you want lats, you're laying on something lat pullovers. Fair warning, you'll be doing hamstring focused dynamic legs. You got trap rows, upright rows, shoulders, shoulder raises, bicep curls. There's lots of pulling motions. That will be the same number as you did earlier, the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. I just want to keep it simple on the brain on a Monday. Your hamstring focused legs. You've got your alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. You've got your alternating stationary reverse lunges. And I'm going to have you do also choose between wide squats. I do want to limit your choices, right? Alternating stiff-legged deadlifts would be one of the longest motions. Stationary reverse lunges is a safe, heavy motion. And wide squats might be the smallest motion, so you need to make sure it's the slowest exercise. I know I'm giving you a lot. Pulling, you've got motions and muscles. We've been doing this for a while. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. You're always 20 on your hamstring-focused dynamic legs. Wide squats, slow, heavy. Alternating stiff-legged deadlifts, balance lengthening. Alternating stationary reverse lunges, safe, heavy exercise. Always 20. Simple, smooth, effective, feelable. Again, same number, same idea, same intent. It could be longer if you choose chest flies, lat pullovers, and stiff-legged deadlifts, right? Remember, it could be a longer circuit. Pulling motions are always a little bit longer than pushing motions. Hamstring-focused leg is a pulling exercise as well. So numerically, it's the same. Potentially, rhythmically, and duration is a bit longer. Give me leg forward. Yes. Go to the last leg press. Your big leg press ready? Yes. Okay. You're going to be on your 2. You're going to have your 75 forward body motion actually. Inhale. Reverse crunch. Breathe out. Breathe in. I didn't add that anymore. Just let it go. Just let it go. I didn't add it anymore. going to be more susceptible.
They don't record facts, they record. It's just entertainment.
Yes, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Well, then, didn't they change that in, what, the 80s? They changed it from an
It
educator.
certainly changed over my lifetime.
But no, it actually is labeled.
People watch the news and rely on it.
But they actually had to change it in, not Congress, but it was labeled, it used to be labeled as an informational tool, and now it's an entertainment piece. It actually legally is labeled that way. Alrighty, you guys, I know you're doing it, this pulling circuit, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, possibly longer motions, chest flies, lat pullovers, trap rows, upright rows, bicep curls, pulling motions, and pulling muscles. You are always 20, either alternating stiff-legged deadlifts, a longer motion, alternating stationary reverse lunges, and wide squats, always 20. Pretty last one. Good. You can take a little reprieve versus what you see right here. Last one. Take a little pause. You guys need me? Somebody need me? And when you are cruising through this circuit, I'll start talking about that final part. It's literally just half of what you did earlier on the exertions or cardio and abs. And then I probably should put the camera in front of the board. And then stretching is highly encouraged to start this week off, please. Alrighty, sir, I know you can read. We've got kettlebell swings or squats. The benefit of swings, hips, arms, eyes, thighs, power, posture. And that's a lot of that, right? You got 15 swings, you got 15 triceps on the rope off the bar. You got your 44-pound, you had yours, you wish. I say we start there. Your hips, glutes, eyes, thighs, power, and posture on your swings. Always 15. Always 15 on your triceps. You got 4 rounds. Again, you didn't read the abs that were on there. All right, we're going to take a little break from that circuit. We're going to make sure on the GHDs and hip bridges. I want to think about your glutes right now. Pretty glutes. Okay, you don't see it on the board. Triceps, you got rope, you got bar, always 15 swings, always 15 triceps, you got bar in front, rope in front, bar around, anything over the triceps, 15. Sir, I don't want to say easy, this is a simple, get it done. Sir. All right. Is it unfair? I just want to leave that. So, sit like everybody else. And so I'm going to do this. The more you think about your butt, the more you're going to use your glutes, creating power, controlling power, hips, glutes, eyes, thighs. Yeah, I know you guys are getting down there on this circuit, the shoulders, wow. The pulling motions and pulling muscles between the two circuits. You have the 100 quad focused dynamic legs and the 100 hamstring focused dynamic legs. You have the 200 legs. You have the 210 up body reps. You've already done either 150 exertions or 3 minutes of cardio and 100 abs. All we're going to do is cut that in half. You'll do 75 exertions or 1.5 minutes cardio, and you'll do 50 on the abs. And again, I know time, we're right where we normally are, but I really want people to think about stretching this week. Foam rolling if you have the tools. I don't have us focus on it very much, but I feel like there's been a lot of work done the last several months. We have another hot week coming up. So as this week progresses, it's gonna get hot again, and we're like, oh my gosh, all the things. Anyhow, I would love it if you would either stay online. You can ask me questions on stretching. You can do all the things that we've done many times before. I just want you to think, wow, if you put 5 minutes back into your body of stretching and foam rolling and relaxing, it does go a long ways versus clicking the off button and going to work. Anyhow, make sure you finish off your pulling 30 down by 5 circuit with your always 20 hamstring focused legs. When you get done, don't wait for me. 75 exertions or a minute and a half cardio and 50 on your abs. Sit-ups, reverse crunches, V-ups, toe touches. So it's just half of what you did earlier. And then I would love it if you had 5 minutes of stretching in your body. You want bar biceps or dumbbell biceps when you get to?
Double.
Like, don't wait for me. 75 exertions is half of earlier. Minute and a half cardio is half of earlier. Pick one of those two. And then 50 abs is half of earlier. And again, I know it's going to be normal time of being done. I just would really like you to take this opportunity to stretch for a minute or two. And if you don't do it now, do it later on. It's good to do. It's good for blood flow. It helps prevent some soreness. It does help prevent kind of injuries, right? Post-workout stretching is a little more beneficial to move the junk around your body, blood flow, lengthening those muscles. I am not the person to say stretching before workouts is bad for you. It's a little less beneficial, but stretching is always good for you. Stretching afterwards provides a little more benefit. Is why was what they should be saying. Boom, jump right in the last part. Like I'm gonna keep this thing on my biceps. 15 biceps, hammers, twist, over movements in your biceps, 15 biceps. Again, we might need to be mindful of jump squats and box jumps. So maybe some hip bridges or see if everything bodies are 30 seconds on the bike. So 15 biceps. 30 seconds on the bike will eliminate the impact, right? Leon, good morning.
Good morning.
You miss me?
Like a Poland.
So all we're doing is taking away the impact from jump squats and split jumps and how many 30 seconds. 15 biceps. 30-second exertion. We got the 4 rounds. And you need some abs in there just to take away the circuits. just want to check up on you guys, right? Finish off this workout with some good positive thoughts. You got your 50 abs, and then gosh, stretch for a couple minutes. You've got your light, it's probably the recorder's gonna cut me off here. You got your light, long hamstring stretch. Remember, scroll past the first couple pages of Google on stretching, get to that word elongating, doing something for 20 to 30 to 40 seconds longer than that whole 10 to 15 seconds nonsense. Hamstrings, you got your beauty queens, you got laying on your back, pulling that leg up, just stretching. You can get your shoulders and your arms and your chest, light, long stretches. Put 5 minutes of work in. Leon, can I steal that treadmill from you, buddy? Can I steal that one from you? Sorry.